Welcome to Bar Model Reasoning Part 4. If you need a review of how to use the bar model or just want a little extra practice, please go back and do some of our older videos, the previous videos. Help yourself to those at any point in time. They are still available for you. The Bar Model Reasoning Part 4 has got problems that are similar to what you've seen in the past, but of course there's always a little bump up. So let's get started. Good luck to you. Okay, we'll let you begin to solve this problem. Remember, we have a little hint to help you get started on these first problems. Identify who or what's involved, who has the smallest amount, and then go back and draw it sentence by sentence. Stop the tape while you do the work, and then restart the tape whenever you want to see my solution. Okay, when I answer the question who's involved, I know that I have Ashley and I have Reem. And if you want to abbreviate one of those names, you certainly can. And then I look to see who has the smallest amount. Well, Ashley has $13 more than Reem, so Reem has the smallest amount. So I'm going to give Reem the box. Now I go back to my sentence and draw this problem sentence by sentence. Ashley and Reem have $37. So altogether, the two girls have $37. Ashley has 13 more than Reem. So I've got to give Ashley a box that has the same amount, same value as Reem's, but Ashley has an additional $13 more than Reem. Now the question is, how much does Reem have? Okay, now I need to solve that. This is one of those questions where I have two equal parts, 1, 2, and then I have $13 extra. And all together, it makes $37. So I'm going to take away that 13, so that would be subtraction, 37 minus 13, which is equal to 24. So in the two boxes altogether, there are 24. So to find out what is in one box, I would split 24 into two equal parts. And of course, that would be 12. So there's 12 in each of those boxes, and I want to know how much Reem has. So of course, that is 12. So Reem has 12. Okay, I hope you did great with the previous problem. Here is problem number 2. Off you go. Stop the tape while you do your work. Create the bar model drawings. Use the drawing to help figure out an answer to the problem. And write the math to show your answer. Stop the tape while you do your work and then turn it back on when you're ready to see a solution. Okay, I'm using my getting started questions and asking who is involved. Well, Tiffany is involved. And Aaron is involved. Must be the night for the girls, huh? Who has the smallest amount? Aaron has 5 more than Tiffany. So Tiffany has the smallest amount. So I'm going to give Tiffany the box. Now I go back and I draw each sentence in the drawing. Tiffany and Aaron have 55 oranges, so that's 55 oranges the girls have all together. Aaron has 5 more than Tiffany. So for Aaron's amount, I draw the same amount that Tiffany has, but she has 5 more. So I include another 5. How many does each girl have? So I want to know how much Aaron has and how much Tiffany has. So to find that, I'm going to take away that 5, so I end up with 2 equal boxes. So 55 minus 5 would give me 50. So there are 50 in these 2 equal boxes. So I split the 50 into the 2 equal parts, and that would put 25 in each part. So that means that Aaron has 25 plus 5, which is, of course, 30. So Aaron has 30, and Tiffany has 25. Very good. Okay, here is problem number 3. Don't let the big numbers worry you. I'm sure you can handle them. Draw a representation of this problem and then use that drawing to find a solution. Please stop the tape while you do your work and then restart it when you're ready to see a solution. Okay, when I ask the question, who is involved, I notice that I have tourists, but I am counting tourists at Universal, and then I am counting tourists at Magic Kingdom. I'm just going to use a K for Kingdom. Who has the smallest amount? 423 tourists visited Universal, while 109 more visited Magic Kingdom. So Universal has the smaller amount. I will give them the box. Now we draw sentence by sentence. 423 tourists visited Universal. So this amount, I already know, it's 423. And 109 more tourists visited Magic Kingdom. So I give the Magic Kingdom the same amount that Universal has. And I know that that amount is 423. But Magic Kingdom has another 109. Find the total number of tourists. So I want to know how many tourists there are in all. So there's my drawing. Well, this one looks like an addition problem in that I have 3 quantities, and I'm just going to add them up. 423 plus 423. Sure, I could do multiplication there, either one. All right, that's 6 and 9 is 15. 2 and 2 is 4 is 5 tens. 4, 8, 9 hundredths. So there are 955 tourists in all. Okay, this is problem number 4, the last problem in this section. Don't let the additional complexity worry you. Yes, this is a bump up, but use what you know and then create from that. Think about who or what's involved, who has the smallest amount, and then just draw it part by part. Okay, good luck and off you go. Don't forget to stop the tape as you do your work and then restart when you're ready for a solution. Okay, when I start to read this problem, I notice that I'm trying to find out how many books are in 3 crates. So I'm going to keep track of what is in crate 1, crate 2, and of course crate 3. Then I've got to find out which crate has the smallest amount. So I go back to my sentence and it says the first crate has 3 times as many books as the second crate. And the second crate has 45 more books than the third crate. So the third crate has the smallest amount. So I'm going to give the third crate the box. Then I'll go back and draw in each section, go in section by section. James arranges 400 books into 3 crates. So there's 400 books in all. So I'm going to put my 400 for the books over here. The first crate has 3 times as many books as the second, but I don't have a representation for the second crate. So I can't draw the first crate yet. So let's go figure out what's in the second. The second crate has 45 more books than the third. So I give the second crate the same amount that the third crate has, but the second crate has 45 more. Okay, now I can go back and draw in that first crate. The first crate has 3 times as many books as the second. So here is 1 times, here's 2 times as many, and now here's 3 times as many. But I know in each of those that there is a part that is 45. So there's 45 there, there's a 45 there, and there's a 45 there. Now the question is to find the number of books in each crate. So I want to know how many are in this crate, how many are in this crate, and how many are in this one. Well, when I look at the drawing, I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts. And if I could get rid of those 45s, I could have only equal parts and use division to solve. So I've got to take away those 45s from my 400. So in order to do that, I would have to find out what is 4 groups of 45. And that's 18 tens. And now I'm going to take that 180 away from the 400 books in all. So that leaves me with 220 books. So in these 5 equal parts, there are 220 books. And I want to know how much is in one part. So I'm going to split 220 into 5 equal parts using our partial quotient strategies. Now I know that hundreds is my largest place value, but I can't have 100 groups of 5. That would be 500 and that's too big. So I could try 10 groups of 5, but that's only 50. That's too little. Let's try 20 groups of 5. 20 groups of 5 would be 100. So I put 20 groups of 5 away, and I want to know how many I have left. So I have 120 left to still put into groups of 5. So I could do another 20 groups of 5. 20 groups of 5 is 100. And now I have 20 to still put into groups of 5, and I know my multiplication tables, that would be 4 groups of 5. So that would be 20, and there's none left. So how many groups of 5 do I have in all? 20 plus 20 is 40 and 4. So in each box, there it is, 44 books. So my question is to find out how many are in each crate. I've got 3 groups of 44, so let's go. 3 groups of 44. That would be 13 tens. So that's 132, and then I have 3 groups of 45. And that's 135. And then I put together that 132 plus the 135, and I get 267. So there's 267 books in the first crate. Now in the second crate, I've got that 44. I have 44 plus the 45. And of course, that's 89. So there's 89 in the second crate, and I've got the first crate. It has, our third crate, it has 44 in it. So, all finished. Whew, that was a good one. Now, do look back through your work on this video, and if you had any errors, you need to go back and correct them. The paper that you turn in to me should have all correct solution strategies. Don't erase what you've done, just add to it or get a different sheet of paper out and write the correct solution on a different sheet of paper. On to bar models part 5.